Hello everybody, today I'm reviewing It Follows. You got a little thing from the screening. I saw it, pass it on to survive. It Follows is directed by David Robert Mitchell and written by him as well. This stars Maika Monroe, best known from being in The Guest recently. Keir, Gilchrist, I've probably said that name completely wrong. Olivia, Luccardi, Lili, Sepe, and Jake Weary, and Daniel Zovatto. I'm not going to say any more actors' names in this. I'm just gonna speak about the characters and stuff in this film. So, It Follows is the story of 19-year-old Jay. She has a weird sexual encounter with this guy named Hugh, and Hugh passes something on to her. And now Jay is going to see people following her. And if they get closer to her, and if they get to her, something bad will happen to her. Hugh, from passing it on to her, he will see them still, but they will only follow Jay. So It Follows is a movie that had a lot of buzz around it, like a lot of people were speaking about it. It's currently still on 100% on Rotten Tomatoes at the moment, and that's from 21 reviews, so that's pretty good. It's a pretty high rating on IMDb as well. It's been very well received at film festivals and that. So this is a movie that I had very high expectations to, and I was something that I was very excited about, because we've had good horrors over the year. Yes, we have had some really good horrors like The Babadook and many other things that I can think of, but It Follows is fantastic in my opinion. It Follows is one of the most unique and creative and just a beautifully shot and just brilliant horror movie that we have had in many, many years. It's a story that takes on such a unique idea and such a clever idea and has this amazing, amazing soundtrack on it. It Follows is a film that gets under your skin and is creepy and horrible as this, because she has a sexual encounter and she's seeing all these people following her, but her friends aren't seeing them, and her friends want to help her because there's some really weird stuff that goes on in this movie. There's one scene where something happens and you're like, shit, I know something's there. I know the friend can't see it, but I know she's going to see it, and it's really weird because all the people that she's seeing are like naked and stuff, and some people, there's like one scene where this woman they just have the boob out or something, or there's be like a man that's just standing there completely naked, and it's incredibly weird to see, but it's really, really creepy to see as well, because as these things get closer and closer to her, you feel with her, and just it really does feel horrible and creepy to watch. And after watching this movie, you'll walk out and you'll see someone like following you down the street, and you'll just be like, oh shit. It gets to you in that way. It's something that is just such a clever idea that in your head you're thinking, this could happen to someone. It's so far-fetched and over the top, but it's something that you can believe, something that takes your interest, something that just was so crazy to watch, but was just so brilliant to watch throughout. The soundtrack is one of the most beautiful and brilliant soundtracks that I have heard in such a long time. I need to say the person that made the soundtrack. The soundtrack is done by an artist called Disasterpiece, and that artist has done an absolutely brilliant soundtrack here. It's a soundtrack that has this 70s, 80s horror feel to it, like it will remind you of the Halloween soundtrack and all that sort of stuff. This film reminded me of Halloween with some of the things it does and how the streets looked and how beautiful it was shot. It's just a film that has these really great shots to it that take you in, keep your interest, and I really, really don't have anything properly bad to say about It Follows. There's some things where it just goes, drags a little bit at points, but it's still just such a fantastic and creative and unique and just a perfect horror, in my opinion. We haven't had a horror like this in a long time, and this just does so many great things. It has one little jump scare in it, and that is all. The rest of the film doesn't feel the need to have jump scares. The rest of the film just wants to creep you out with this imagery, with what's going on, and it doesn't feel the need to throw screaming things at its audience. It just knows that you are going to get creeped out by what is going on screen, and that is what is fantastic about this movie. It takes you in, the soundtrack takes you in, the actors do a brilliant job, everyone does a fantastic job. I was happy to see Keir Gilchrist in this, because I hadn't seen him in anything in a long time, and I think he does really, really great in this. Maika Monroe is fantastic as Jay. She is just a brilliant actress, and I can see her being in many, many great horrors, and I can see her just doing very, very well with her career, because she just does a fantastic job here. She was brilliant in The Guest, and she was brilliant in this. Wow. I saw this 2 weeks ago, but I'm sorry I've taken this long to review it. But even after seeing it 2 weeks ago, it still stayed in my mind, and I keep seeing all the posters on the underground, and seeing the posters, it excites me to see these posters, and it excites me to see it again, and that is something really great to see about this movie, when you just see a poster and you get excited about seeing it again, and yeah, that's a really great thing. It Follows comes out on the 27th of February in the UK, and I believe it comes out in April in the USA. No, March actually. You get it on 13th of March in the USA, but the UK gets it next week, next Friday. So if you are a horror fan and you want to see something unique and clever and very, very creative, and one of the best horrors that we've had in a very long time, then I highly, highly suggest that you go and check this out when it comes out next week. And when it comes out in the US, definitely check it out as well. Even if you're not a horror fan, I still think this is a fantastic movie to go and watch, just because of how very well written and how very clever crafted, and just such a fantastic movie. And David Robert Mitchell has done a brilliant, brilliant job here. Just so much praise for this movie. I loved it from start to finish, and I can't wait to see it again. It Follows gets a 9 out of 10 from me, from some little things that I promise I have with it, but still, it's 9.5 actually. It's still just an absolutely fantastic movie, and I can't praise it enough. And that is all from me today. If you've seen It Follows, say in the comments below if you enjoyed it, or if you are going to be seeing It Follows, are you excited for it? And what do you think is the best horror over the past few years? For me, it's The Cabin in the Woods, Maniac, or the Maniac remake, or Babadook. Those are the three main ones for me that have stood out the most and that I have enjoyed the most. Yes, thank you very much, and I shall see you all again very, very soon. Goodbye.